Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be giving you a full day tour of Mount Fuji. So without further ado, let's get this video started. We are currently underground in one of their metro station area called Ginza. That's where the meeting is located. Now, if you want to book this full day tour, you can book it through Klook or get your guide. So the meeting point is at 8:13, and so if you do happen to book your guide, make sure you live within proximity of the meeting point. The meeting point is here at Matsuo Ginza. You look behind me. Now the question is, why do we go so early? Because first and foremost, we don't want to miss the meeting and we don't want to come late. Keep in mind, each ticket costs around $150 Canadian. So if you do the math, it's about 300 Canadian dollar for the experience. So of course, with no refund and no exchange, you got to make sure you come on time, or at least come a bit early. So at this point, we had about 40 minutes to chill before boarding the bus. With that amount of time, we didn't want to wait outside in the cold, so we found a nearby hotel which had free Wi-Fi access. We are about to leave. The bus is waiting for us at the moment. The only downside I have is it's a 3-hour drive to Mount Fuji and there is absolutely no washroom until you get there. So you kind of have to go to the washroom now or never. FYI, you will also get a tour guide on this day trip, who I would say was very helpful in showing us around. Here was the first pit stop that we were shown. Unfortunately, this was as far as they can get us to Mount Fuji. At the time of recording, the road up was too slippery to go any further. However, we could still see a bit of Mount Fuji from here. This location was also a place where you can go to the washroom. We finally arrived at a pit stop for a washroom break. It's about a 20-minute break point here. After that, we'll be heading further up to Mount Fuji. We won't be going too far up Mount Fuji just because it's quite cold, and the further you go up, the more ice develops on the road. This is why they have restriction points. You can only go as far as they allow you to. Other than that, there's not much here. There is the cabin over there for washroom breaks. A few buses here, some cars, and a lot of tourists. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but Mount Fuji is just right in front of us. Let me just zoom in for you guys quickly. There you go. That is Mount Fuji. After hanging out here for about 20 minutes, it was time to head back on the road to our next destination. We are here at our second pit stop. This is a better place to have a good view of Mount Fuji at the far distance over there. Let me zoom in and show you how majestic Mount Fuji is. You have to come here and see it for yourself because I can't explain it in any other way. That's how beautiful it is. Check out this bridge. So on your left hand side is a little pond going on here. And so beautiful, so naturistic, so natural, so everything. Just come. Just come. So the question is a tour like this worth it for you? Well, it just all depends what kind of activities you like to do. For me, I like to see nature at its finest. So beautiful here. You guys gotta come here. Check it out. At this point, we are currently heading into the village. The interesting part about this village is seeing how beautiful and natural this place is at this time, especially when there is leftover ice on the roof and on the floor. They even have this paddle wheel that runs naturally from the movement of the water around here. How cool is that? Right now, our plan is just to explore this little town close to Mount Fuji. There's quite a lot of tourists here and locals alike. And oh my God, I just want to show you something. There's like fishes here. Fishes that live here. I don't know how they do it. How can they survive? It's so cold. What type of fish are they? Koi fish. They're koi fish. So we are heading into the village. There's quite a lot of stuff happening here. There's a few restaurants on the left, as you can see, right over there. There's a mochi restaurant. Mochi? Is that what they recommend? Yes, you heard that right. Our tour guide recommended us to try out this mochi. So that was exactly what we did. Here was what we had to say about it. So we just purchased some sort of Japanese treat. It's called dango. Okay, try it. Tell me how it is. Is it sweet? Is it sour? Or what is it? Savory. Okay. Is it like some sort of rice cake or some sort of rice? Sticky rice. Okay. Nice. Like mochi. But can you taste the char? I mean, it looks like there's a little bit of char there. Yeah, that's good. My turn. Savory. It's very savory. I can taste the char. And there's a bit of sweetness around it. You can see some of the sugary sweetness around it. Pretty good. I like it. Nice mochi. Want to try the second type of mochi? So this is the leaf mochi. Go ahead. Red bean inside, yeah. Go ahead. How is it? Is it savory or is it sweet or is it a combination of savory and sweet? Sweet, but it's not that sweet. Okay, so it's mildly sweet. Is it good? 100 yen. So much better than what they sell at Tsujiki market. One of these would set you back 400 yen. Not bad. For the price? Yeah. My turn. Yeah, it's not bad. Very herbal taste. The mochi, I can taste it on the outside. The chewiness. And then the red bean. I don't know if you guys can see that. Looks pretty good. And it tastes good too. Another street food that we wanted to try but didn't get a chance to is this grilled squid, simply because we didn't want to eat too much as we will be having lunch later on in the day. After doing a bit more sightseeing and checking out some souvenir shops, We went back to the pond where the koi fishes were, and this is what we found. Okay, she's gonna feed the koi. I think the best experience about feeding the fishes was the fact that nobody else had fish food other than us. So while we were causing a fist fight commotion, everyone else was wondering where we got our fish food from. So that was our experience at the pond. After that, we walked back to the bus, which was located outside of this village. This was what we had to say. So that was a quick review of our experience in the village. Now we're gonna head back to the bus, and I think it's time for lunch, right? So apparently we're gonna have some curry or some sort of Japanese dish. Hot pot, okay, so that's even better. Actually, we didn't try hot pot in Japan yet.
She said we're going to have a chicken hot pot.
Chicken hot pot, okay.
And a buffet of different kinds.
Okay, so that's interesting. Let's go. Once we were on the bus, it took another 15 to 20 minutes before we got to our next destination, which is where we will be having our lunch buffet.
Next to the restaurant, it will be a Japanese garden. So once you finish your meal, you can go to the Japanese garden.
We finally stopped here, which was 10 minutes from our second viewpoint location. We're gonna be having lunch now. It's gonna be Japanese hot pot. Let's go. Let's bring you guys in. Okay, so the direction is to our left. Here is their menu. You guys can pause to have a quick look. I'm just gonna walk right through. Smells good. Just look at that hot pot. So we're gonna follow this in this direction. Once we secured our seats, it was time to show you what was on the buffet. Here was how it looks like in raw form. Look at that. Tempura, we got fries. Octopus ball, some fried noodle, shrimp salad. After picking and choosing what we wanted, here was how our spread looked like from the top. We also got a bunch of other food items piled to the top of this plate, as you can see. And finally, the star of the show is this Japanese hot pot, which is also known as sukiyaki. But I will skip my review of this meal for now, simply because this video will take too long to review if I go over each and every single food I eat. However, I will say that we had a good experience trying out various Japanese food here at this buffet. Regardless of what I ate that day, my ultimate favorite Japanese food is still Japanese curry on rice. This is my favorite, guys. Cheers. Japanese people know how to make their curry. A little sweet and savory at the same time. After enjoying our meal, it was time to check out the garden outside. So after eating, I am currently outside the building where we ate, and now we're going to be heading to the garden to have a look at what there is to see. Let's go. Here is the garden. It looks so natural, so organic. So beautiful. And if you look further over on that side is Mount Fuji. You can clearly see Mount Fuji from here. And there's this red bridge. We're gonna take a picture here. Irene, let's take a picture here. All right, we'll just quickly take a picture here, and then you can see the mountain very clearly. This is how some of our picture ended up looking like. So after taking a picture of Mount Fuji, it was time to head off to our next destination. Okay, let's head back to our bus. Okay, we are here at the Hakone ropeway. Let's go inside and take a cable car up to where we should be. At this point, I'm just gonna give you a B-roll of our experience heading up to the mountain, simply because the cable car got too loud as we got closer. So just sit back and enjoy the ride. Something could be your day. Once we got up to the mountain, we gathered together for a brief moment before we were able to roam around the area. This mountain is called Uwakadani, which is famous for their black eggs, as well as their sulfuric mountain sceneries. In this specific building here, there is a restaurant and a coffee and souvenir shop for you to shop around. Other than that, most people just come here to take pictures and video shot of the sceneries around them. The next destination that we were brought to was this boat trip across Lake Ashi. The boat we were walking into is called Queen Ashinoko, which has this ancient architecture. The inside of this boat has a lot of space and seatings for you to choose from. But I think the best part about this boat trip was the sceneries outside, as you can see. Other than that, I didn't do too much while I was on the boat. However, I did try out an alcoholic drink for you guys. Here was how it tasted like. Alright guys, so I purchased a craft beer here. This is lemon flavored. I haven't had a drink in Japan until now, okay? So I'm gonna open this bottle and give you my review. I can definitely taste the lemon. There's a little bit of alcohol in it. I can taste it. It's like carbonated. Yeah, I think I should have done the plum. That was my bad. But this is not bad. I like it. It's refreshing. Especially when you're enjoying the view. Cheers, guys. After our boat trip, we finally made it to our last destination, which is the shrine called Hakone Jinja Shrine. I will be honest with you, I do not like checking out temples and shrine while I am on vacation. However, what I did like about this shrine experience was the scenery, as well as the ability to do a bit of exercising. Alright guys, so this is one of my favorite things to do, which is to exercise, get some steps, because I'm gaining weight. So that pretty much wraps up this video. Here are just some bonus clips of what lies on top after walking the stairs. There's just more shrines and temples to see. So that pretty much sums up my tour experience here in Tokyo. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day. Cheers.